Hey, I'd like to talk about East of Eden by John Steinbeck. I saw the movie, right, long time ago when I was younger. And it's about this James Dean portraying this son who has a difficulty coping with his brother as well as his father. And I don't remember his mother in that movie that much. It's not like a big part of that movie. And that East of Eden by James Dean's portraying the particular character, and I thought that was East of Eden. But when I read the book, that's completely different from that particular portraying, the young James Dean suffering. It's about his father. I think it's like a father is like a main. His name is Adam, I think. Father, has a main theme all through from the beginning, almost like a beginning until the end. And I think it's the whole thing. The whole East of Eden is like a generation of this particular family who has this sibling rivalry, and father and parents relationship with a child, and but I thought one of the main things of the whole book is about this James Dean's character's mother. In the movie, they showed a little bit, they showed a little bit of, toward the end, a little bit of this mother appearing, and you don't understand when you see the movie what this mother is doing. You kind of see like a shady a little bit, but you don't know what that is. But this mother is pretty much like in nature, very, very strangely wicked woman, and she married the Adam, and but soon she does a lot of bad thing to her husband and also somebody else, and she does a lot of more than bad. It's like a very, very I think in a Bible's term, and it's like the thing that you never do, but she does it, like a burning the house or and all these things, and killing somebody or something like that, and she does that without any remorse. She does it because that's her nature. And so when I read that East of Eden, wow, it's tremendously different from the movie. I don't know why they made a movie like that, a 1950s movie, right? And but the movie can do so much because the time is limited, and the TV has a decent depictions of East of Eden. I think there are several TV miniseries type of thing. There is in the past, and they depicted this mother's very wicked lifestyles and so forth, and they showed pretty much like from the beginning to the end of the book. And this particular book, or by the Steinbeck, is also kind of a little bit, I would say, more entertaining book, and it's more or less like fictions for mass, right? And all those people, mass media, love the fiction which has all these up and down of the people and the wicked people affecting the good people, and revenge, and all these things, and I think that people love the kind of grandiose storylines of some generations, and so for me that was very, very unique for Steinbeck, and I read like a Grape of Love and Canary Row and the other fictions I read by him, and I love all these fiction, but they're more or less like a more genuine approach to the goodness or something like that. Good characters always there, and trying to fight the difficulty of life and circumstances. By some man, for example, it's about this particular guy who has a little bit mentally non-capable of doing the right thing, and so his friend is taking care of him a little bit, but then again, he continues to make mistakes, and so that's a very nice theme there, and you feel sorry for this guy, but I think that's probably you cannot do much about this particular person, and it's very, very nice reading of those lives of that person who are either weak or somewhat like reality. There's a lot of people like that, and the reality, you have to love those people, and you have to kind of help them to get a good life, right? Okay, I think that this particular one try that, and but East of Eden, I think mainly that John Steinbeck wrote this story because of he is concerned about the Bible, I would say, and the Bible has Cain and Abel, the sibling rivalry story, and the mother who is bad, and children who cannot get the respect from father, and father cannot have a good relationship with son, and all these things. I think the themes of the Bible, and I don't know how. I would say the Steinbeck is a religious person, and he's a Christian. I think. I don't think he's an atheist or anything like that. So I think that's one of the theme of the East of Eden, and that's why he wrote. But I thought, what particular story is like a soap opera type of story, which is sometimes I don't know if there's a main great theme of the book is there. I think it's like an entertaining book, and the writing, of course, is very enjoyable to read, and so forth. But I don't consider East of Eden as great literature or anything. But it's very enjoyable and surprisingly entertaining all through, because you cannot stop reading, because it's continuously going on this particular thing in such a way that you cannot stop reading. So in that case, I would recommend for everybody who doesn't know much about John Steinbeck. John Steinbeck got Nobel Prize, and he had this Grape of Wrath, which is great. I would say the movie also depicted, Henry Fonda depicted very, very nicely in that particular film, and depression during the sad storm coming into the west, and they have to go to one place to the other. They have to go to the camp and stay there, and you have to go to different camp. Tremendously difficult life, and that's a very, very nice theme there. And also there is this particular scene toward the end. I cannot disclose, but I didn't like the particular scene that when the one man is kind of almost dying and this woman does something to him, and but some people I think love that particular scene, but I didn't like it for some reason, and because of the nature of the particular act, and but it's a great fiction, right? And Canary Row, I really love that. It's very short story, right? Short fiction, and he depicts this particular grandiose man to take care of all the other kids and neighborhood and everything. And very attractive to me. There's such person existing and doing, in general, the good thing toward other people, and I love that. And so, but East of Eden also, I love the story and a very enjoyable story. But I'm not sure that is because of the this wicked woman. I don't know why she existed in that particular story. I kind of struggle to find out why she's there. What's the meaning of this particular person in that whole family's life? And I don't see any meaning of it. Only thing is just those persons exist in the world, and you have to deal with this person. And I don't think there is nothing you can do to love her or to help her to live. Anything, I don't know. The other people have the same idea, but yeah. So that's my few cents today. I love John Steinbeck's writing. I think he is for me, it's like a very easy to read and very, very enjoyable to read. And then, it's very good. I think even much better than other writers like I don't know. I can compare with other American writers like Hemingway, for example. I love John Steinbeck much more than Hemingway's work, and Scott Fitzgerald's. I think much stronger than all these works. I think it's strong feeling of God or religion or something like that. So I recommend for everybody to read John Steinbeck. Okay, bye.